be alive or not? Can it be that that is the case? Is this thing on? Woohoo! Are we live? I don't know. I don't know. Hang in there, guys, if there are anyone's out there. I'm about to set... Ooh, I can see a live sign is blinking. Alrighty, I can see myself. Let's check the audio. Do we got audio? Whoa, no. That's the wrong thing. Let's check the audio. Yep. I've got some nice audio going. Boom, that means I'm gonna lower my share and start sharing some thoughts because it is Friday. It is Friday and we all know what that means. That I'm muting and the weekly evaluation is on. Didn't I mute? No, I didn't. So Friday, first off, I'm gonna try to keep the energy level up because I'm sick. It's tea time with Alex today, for real. So it's gonna be a nice, calm little walkthrough of the week where I share my insights and reflections from doing this challenge. And the challenge in particular has been facing my fears in the context of talking to girls. Or actually, the objectives of the week, well, on a general level for you as well, was to design a question, action, or some kind of request that I would go out there and put to the world, expose me to rejection, expose me to fear, and pushing through that wall of anxiety to actually go after what I want, in order to prove to myself that I go after what I want. I set up goals and then I go in that direction, so I actually improve, I progress towards my overall vision of how I want my life to be, living the good life. That's what I'm on a quest to do. I want to experience life to its fullest potential, and what I'm doing here at this channel is helping me to do that, and I just feel fulfilled just thinking about it, because it's tremendous how much this channel has done for me in my personal development. Didn't mean to go on that kind of a personal detailed plan. Anyways, that was the week's objectives, or actually the week's objectives for me was to, brace yourself, say hi to 77 girls. Yeah. Without spoiling it, let's just start taking this apart and and see where this leads. Friday, 77 girls. Did I manage to do that and not have long conversations with that many girls? No, the idea was to just, while walking to the work or just out on a little stroll, say hi to every girl I meet. That was the idea, and it sounded so simple in my head when I set out this challenge. And the reasons for setting it up was that I've had some feedback telling me, yeah, you need to increase your volume, just go at it more intensively. And so I thought, hey, 77 girls, how hard could it be? It was hard. It was super hard. I started out and it kind of went. The idea was, on my little walk to the work, I take 10 minutes to walk, and I thought maybe if I say hi to 10 girls each walk, and I have 8 walks forth and back, that's 80 people, that should do it. In reality, I kind of met like 2-3 girls that I could say hi to, because I wanted them to be in my age span. I wanted them to be someone I was attracted to actually to be desensitized to the fear of approaching girls that I'm intimidated by, like I'm attracted by them. That's the whole point, to lower the bar for that ignition thing, so I can go into an interaction with girls that I'm attracted to. That was like the main idea for the outcome I wanted to reach, a desensitized state of talking to girls. But there were so few girls, and it was super hard. I I tried to get eye contact with the girls I met and say hi, but firstly, it was super scary. But then again, that's a good challenge. That's what we want. We want to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. So I did say hi to a lot of girls, and it did really desensitize me, because it was easier and easier as the day progressed, the days. Because one of the major reasons for this, here it comes, failing brutally, is not only due to the fact that I didn't say hi to enough girls, but I also became sick, so I haven't been going to work. That is kind of a deal breaker. If I'm sitting at home and feeling sorry for myself, no, I'm not feeling sorry, but if I'm sitting here and just having fluids dripping out of me, it's hard to reach that kind of number. So I wasn't able to say hi to 77 girls, but I did still manage to reach a major theme or conclusion of this week. The gist of what I learned from this week's challenge, because that is what I try to embrace, pick out from every challenge. What's the main thing that I've learned? And it may not only have to do with the challenge itself, but it does relate to it. And the theme is self-criticism. I am so prone to, and I think you are too, to judge yourself. If you're like me and you're like reading up on how to improve yourself and how to talk. I mean, I do a lot of research for how to interact and build rapport and read books and social skills development and stuff like that. And I try to implement these things, and sometimes I like take in too much, and I just, try. If you don't focus in on one thing to improve each time, you're gonna forget about it, because you're so involved in the conversations, the interaction you're in, and you should be. But that's why you can only improve on one thing at a time. But what I'm trying to get at is, when you try to improve yourself in this sense, whether it's in social skills or whatever, is that you take in so much theory, so you feel like, yeah, I know this, I'm the smart guy within this field, I could easily outdo everyone. But then when you look at your reality, you have your self-image, and then it doesn't align with your ideal version of yourself, or even the way you look at yourself. And that what do you say, unmatched, I'm looking for a specific word, when they're not specifically aligned, the offset, yeah. The offset between who I really am and who I believe I am, when those doesn't match, that creates anxiety within us. At least for me, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing now, and I do it, and then I look back at my interaction and I like, what did you do there? That wasn't you, or was it? Am I that guy? That was a sucky guy. He didn't do that, or that. He should have been doing this. And like, oh my God, what are these people gonna think about me? And it creates these emotions within, bad emotions. And this is something I call social hangover, when this is really, really accumulated and you feel like true shit. And that usually happens after big social gatherings, like a party or something. For me, it always happens. I'm going into a party thinking, I'm gonna ace this, I'm gonna be the most perfect, awesome guy ever, and people are gonna love me. And then that doesn't happen. I may even do a really good job of being a nice person, having fun and so, but I'm like unable to reach the unreasonable level of how I want to be. It's just not undoable in the state I'm currently at. So even despite my efforts, it will be a unmatched picture with what I thought I could do. And that creates so much social anxiety within me for many people as well. Maybe you can relate to this. If so, write that down in the comments and let me know. I want to share these things. But anyways, those days, they just make me feel like shit the day after, when all these impressions come overwhelming me and I start to think about them, and I'm just like, oh man, why did I do that? And at those moments, that's when you need to be your own best friend. You need to step in there and talk to yourself, realizing that you are a human being, Alex. You did a good effort. You tried. I mean, you did more than other people would have done. You read up, you were excited about it, and you tried. You put in a good effort. And if you think about it, and do think about it, look at those good moments. Pick out the great moments. I want you to write down 5 great moments from that evening that happened yesterday. Do that. And then I do that. I have that self-talk. I think about myself and my interaction. And I think in particular, when I reach that, when I'm able to break down the anxiety, I go to the good things. I write down the things I did well. And I just sit there, I look at these things I've written out, and I embrace them. Yeah, that felt good. And I bet you made that person feel really good too. That was a good effort. You did something right. That's what you should hold on to. That's the main thing here. That's the main conclusion of the week. Don't judge yourself too hard. Sure, feedback is good. It's good to realize what you could improve, especially if it's something that you are doing repetitively. But it's the things that you are doing right. Those are the things you should shed the light on. That's what you should improve on even more. That's your strengths. Play on your strengths and not your weaknesses. You can't improve all your weaknesses. Then you would. Well, you can, but you see, it's a matter of what will give you the most results. Improving and strengthening what you're good at, which are your natural inclination, you something you can actually be awesome at, or investing all this time in trying to improve everything you're doing wrong. The thing is, the result, the output, the outcome for putting in an effort will be so much greater if you're actually focusing on what you're already good at. That is the big conclusion of the week. And not only will the result be greater, because that could be discussed, but you will enjoy everything so much more. You will have fun with it. You will, just by feeling a sense of this is fun, that will make you go after these things again. If you look at me and all my girl interactions, I try to improve my social skills talking to girls. If I only looked at what I did wrong, I would be so devastated about my results. I've been approaching like, I don't know how many, 50, 60, 70 girls, and I have gone on like 3 dates. That's like very shitty results. But I've had so much fun with it. I've improved. I've just had a blast doing these things, and my skills are steadily, or sometimes not so steadily, but they are increasing. And that's the important thing. I had a journey. I enjoyed the journey. I'm still on this journey, and I'm focusing in on the good things. If I only looked at the bad things, I wouldn't continue doing this, because then it would just feel like shit. It would feel like shit. And this was actually an insight that came to me again this week when I asked my friend for feedback on the video, and I was so focused in on everything that was bad with it. I was just unmotivated, and I just can't release this. This is shit. Because I was seeing all the things I did wrong. And then I asked for some feedback, and all I got back was the things I did well in this video. Like, oh, you did that, that's good. Oh man, good thing there. You should be proud for doing that. And that little feedback is just like flipped me over. It changed my whole mindset. And it reignited a fire within me, and I just that's how I should approach life. How I should approach my friends and how I should live. Focus in on the good stuff. And this is nothing. This is something that I know this, but we tend to forget things, and it's so good to be reminded. And this week, I got reminded of what I'm doing well. To look at what I'm doing well, and keep looking at that. And how does that relate to the challenge? Well, it does relate to the challenge because I felt like shit the second day. I had said hello, Adele. I don't know, what am I doing? I had said hello to 10 girls, and I was on my way. I was not on my way, but I had a goal to reach 77 girls, saying hi to 77 girls. Sorry. And I was never going to reach that goal with the current pace. So I was like, oh, I suck. Why did I do this? Why did I even start? But then with that new mindset, I realized, well, I have said hello to a few girls, and one of them actually led to me starting to talk to a very cute girl, and had a very nice interaction and kicked my day off in a very nice way. And that wasn't even part of the plan this week. I was just supposed to say hi, no interactions. But just because I set out that thing, just because I did it, I had a nice interaction with a cute girl. Fortunately, she did have a boyfriend like everybody else, but it didn't matter. I did something good, and I focused in on the good stuff. And that's the main conclusion of this week. This is the 4th time I said that. Don't judge yourself too hard. Be your own best friend. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. And do this in the format of journaling. That's how it works for me, at least. I write down, have an internal dialogue in my journal, and I focus in on what I did well. I write out the good things. I look at them. I take them in. I feel proud. And then I'm just awesome. Yeah. I think tea time with Alex is over for this Friday. We'll see what the next week's challenge is going to be about. I haven't decided quite yet, but for sure some kind of video will be posted at Sunday, and I hope you will join that next week's challenge, because, well, if you want to grow like me, you sure as heck need to put in some effort. And well, why not follow my lead? It's more fun that way. Also, I have posted 2 videos this week from the 7 girls approach. I'm still not I haven't still not reached the end of that video series, even though I did it 2 weeks ago. I will make sure to finish the 2 last videos as soon as I can. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can see when I put up my videos. I think they're fun. I'm losing it, I know. And that's why I am signing off. My name is Alexander Nilsson. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned, even though I'm a bit low-key energy, losing my ability to speak English. Hope that's alright. I do have the excuse of being a bit down. That's on the health side. Boy, am I rubbing it. Nope, that's it. I have had it. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome weekend. Bye, guys. Ooh, who's that?